Okay, so I want to pass my message to those that are living in the refugees. I want to pass my message to those that are living, that are displaced in different places in South Sudan, mostly in the greater Equatoria regions in Afan Island and Baragazal. So before I say my message, there was a time there was a king living in a place whereby he never experienced anything called suffering. So one day he decided to go, to tour the land. So on the way touring the land, he met family members, and these family members are so lovely and very, very kind indeed. And he said, what makes this family to be more happy? Even in my own palace, I don't usually feel so much happy with my own kid and my own family. So one of the security guards said, this family, they are happy because they have nothing in their hand. So, and the security guard said, if you give them some money, like 99,000 US dollar, let's say it in terms of money, the time you will pass by, they will not be living together. So he said that I couldn't believe that. And then they make an agreement to see what will happen. So by time, the security guard come at night and pay the money at the door of the farmer. So the next day, the farmer wake up and got a lot of money. He counted and called the wife. They could not believe that they have all that kind of money. So now what happened is that the farmer decided to work more harder in order to get a lot of money rather than to use the money. So our tradition, the wife could just agree and could not say anything apart from what the man said. So within that period of time, 3 months passed by. The wife got tired and asked, why could we not just use this money, to send our kid to school, build our home, get a good water, good hospital, and all kind of things that we need? Because we never have this kind of money, but today at least God has given us something that we have in our own family. Why do we waste our time? And the man could not accept it. So, the wife decided to go to the market and bought a lot of clothes, a lot of things. And then when the wife come back, she designed the home and the home looked so more beautiful. So when the man come from the work and find that everything in the home look different and asks, where did you get all this money? And the wife say, I use this money in order to design our home. At least we live as a family. And the man, got upset and tried to and beat up the wife. So the family got divided. 3 months passed after. They have no time for themselves. The love that they have, they lost it. Why do I say this? As we celebrate this day, we South Sudanese in general, the time that we were struggling to get our country during the time of war, all South Sudanese were united. We were not having any excess, either money or anything. It was only God that protect us. Most of us were displaced mostly in Kenya, in Uganda, in Sudan, and Ethiopia. And South Sudanese were living as one family. There was too much love. And by then we have nothing in our hand. All South Sudanese fought, fought faithfully, in hope and spirit. Those who were fighting during the front line and those who were praying in order for those that are suffering. We were never divided. So as time went by, the international community, the United States and international partners, see that South Sudanese have too much love for themselves. And they decided, why should we not give this family their home? And the region say that if we give them their land, these people will not be much more happy at the way you see them. So they say, no, this could not be the reality. So what happened is that when we got our independence, South Sudanese were having my love. And by then we start to have a lot of money, a lot of things that are happening into our country. And then in order for us to build our country, to construct our road, to put good hospital, live as one brothers as we used to be, fighting broke out in our country. And people are divided based on the tribal line, regional line, wherever we focus on the resources higher than the human. So as this message goes, this story is related to all South Sudanese. Today, as a Christian, we have to look back and say, we are not divided people. We are one. And as this year come by, we wait that 2021 will be a year whereby South Sudanese will have to think and see what used to be as we, the citizen of the country. Before independence, we could live everywhere in South Sudan and celebrate as brothers and sisters. And no one will be complaining of issue of insecurity, war and displacement, issue of flood and all this. But we still have hope as Christians, as believers. God is still on our side. Anything that happened for a reason. And those who are watching, I know that, all of us are having a lot of grudges against ourselves. But the time will come whereby God will redeem our nation and we will put back the country that we used to be and live as brothers and sisters. No one chooses his own brother, no one chooses his own mother, no one chooses his own tribe. As one people that are chosen by God, because God created me to be where I am, but I never choose where I belong. But as a Christian, I can be everywhere in South Sudan and belong to every tribe, every region. And this is what we have to put as it mentioned in the Bible. If you just love those who love you, then what reward will you get? At least love those who don't love you. I need us to love ourselves, see ourselves as one citizen as we celebrate this Christmas. There is no war this year, but we believe that, God can touch our leaders and touch every one of us differently to put our country, to put our family members and see one another as brothers and sisters. Because this Equatoria TV, the founders I used to watch and follow, because even Estela, she's here in Morocco. She's a wonderful person. She's a young, beautiful lady, very talented. And this is something that we citizens have to come and share our view and discuss issues that support us, that unite us. And as this day, Christ was born, and as a Christian, we have to redeem ourselves and see the way we're supposed to live as brothers and sisters. My prayers are those who are suffering in Lanya, in Yei, in Uganda, in Ethiopia, in Kenya, in Sudan, and those that are displaced within the country. We hope that one day South Sudan will restore its place and every citizen will come back. And we hope for 2021 will be the year of peace and reconciliation, even though there are a lot of things that are happening now between different parties, either in the government and opposition parties, and those that are not yet joined the government. We believe that there will be a hope whereby they will compromise and put their differences, their interests apart, and put our country first. Whereby 2021 can be a year where we start new South Sudan whereby citizens live as brothers and sisters and discuss the issue that concern our country. As believers, as is mentioned in Book of Psalm, chapter 1, it said, "Blessed are those who do not walk in the counsel of the wicked, and blessed are those who do not stand in the way of sinners or sit in the mockers of, of the scoffers, but their delight is in the law of the Lord and meditate day and night. And they can be blessed like a tree planted in the stream of water, whereby their fruit can yield fruit in every season." It means that if we, the citizen, put our differences aside and put the God first and the love that we have, the next season, 2021, can be a year whereby South Sudanese can regain the hope and produce every fruit. It can be economic, it can be security, it can be anything we can put it by. And a family members, whereby we can all unite it and believe as brothers and sisters. So this is what I want to share here. And this is what I want to say to Equatorian viewers and those that are forming this forum. I really appreciate all of you. As a citizen, as a concern, I see it as, as a channel that bring all citizens together. It's not just Equatoria. Equatoria is just a name, but no one was called Equatoria, no one put it there. It was just because of the system that was created, but it belonged to all South Sudanese. And that is what I can share. My sister Florence and my brother Hamed, I'm so glad and happy that I'm with you and share this message with you guys. Thank you so much.
Okay, CD Irambang, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the message, and God bless you.
God bless you also.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome back from that break, and that was a guest in our studio who gave a very strong message. And if we all followed what the words that he shared and passed across, I believe there is a very strong message. There is a very important and vital message that we would have gotten from there to make sure that we live as one. And South Sudanese are scattered all over the world. And as a result, there is nothing that brings us back together apart from oneness, love, and unity. And that is what we encourage to Equatoria TV, wishes you all the best in the endeavors that you're having and during celebration.
Thank you very much for your very strong message. I'm sure there's a lot of our viewers or anybody watching has really got touched by that, and there was a lot of wisdom there. So thank you very much. You actually made one of our audience cried, because I saw a message, someone said, you made me cry. So thank you once again, and wish you Merry Christmas. Right, once again, welcome back. Welcome back. We didn't even go on a break. What am I talking about?
Yeah, we welcome ourselves back from the guest, because some of the time was taken off, but it was so useful.
Sure. Very touching. I forgot. I was about to ask him, was that story, a true story, or just something that he made?